Dalawang bata. So, paano kayo nag-immerse? Ako nag-immerse, nag-immerse pa kayo dito o pinag-aralan nyo ba yung hazing? Meron ba kayong, nag-research ba kayo? Para lang mas maramdaman nyo yung character ninyo.
Ang galing mo, hindi pa pala nagtatanong, ang tagal na natin dito. Okay, go ahead.
Hindi pa yan.
Correct.
Paano po kami nag-immerse?
Yeah, nag-immerse pa kayo or paano nyo inaral yung hazing para mas maramdaman niya yung latay ng paddle?
Meron din po kaming ex-member ng isang front na nandun po sa hazing eksena po namin. Tinuruan din po kami kung ano nangyari sa kanya, kung paano nangyari, kung sino mas mataas, yung master initiator, yung pinuno, kung paano po dapat sabihin yung mga creed, yung mga ganun po. Di pa po kasi pinakita yung creed ng Gamma Sigma Psi dito eh. Pero kailangan din namin memorize yun. Pero pinakamalaking bagay po na nangyari po hindi lang po sa aming dalawa, kundi yung buong fraternity, ay naging nanay po namin si Tita Angie Castrense. Si Tita Angie Castrense, naging acting coach po namin, buong frat. At sobra po siya nakatulong sa amin. She really helped us connect to our characters. Minapan niyo po kami kung paano gawin yung mga characters namin, paano yung mga relasyon namin. Napag-workshop po kami, pinagbigyan din po kami ni Dreamscape ng workshop and sobrang thankful po kami. And of course, si Ate Lotlot, of course, naging acting coach din po namin.
Dala yun? Okay, great.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Bayoji, for that question. And yeah, si Tita Angie was our facilitator ng workshops. And I think just for the character building and the chemistry po talaga, and I would say, yun, hindi pa po masyado napakita yung mga scenes sa fraternity, pero I'm really excited to see that personally, hindi ko pa po nakita. And I think yung number one aspect po talaga na nalabas ni Tita Angie, yung playfulness ng bukod sa, of course, there's business side of the college life, yung mga assignments mo sa course mo, and of course the frat. Yung brotherhood pinapakita po talaga namin, yung ride or die, and our loyalty to one another, and syempre yung mga biruan ng mga kabrad, mga kabarkada. Yun talaga yung chemistry na na-build up dun sa mga workshops po.
Okay. So, kinilala niyo ba yung mga namatay sa hazing dito sa Pilipinas? Para lang mas alam niyo yung story nila, baka isa sa mga eksena yon, yung mga
baka napulot sila,
na-experience nila.
Marami din pong kinuwento din po sa amin ng mga totoong nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Meron din po kaming, hindi ko alam kung ipapakita din po namin, pero may eksena din po kami na tinitingnan ni Moises mga naging kaso sa Pilipinas. Online lang, binabasa din ni Moises kung ano nangyayari talaga pag mga hazing cases, and marami pong mga topics na itatakal din po talaga ng show na to.
Okay. So, mga veterans, pagdating sa actingan itong mga kasama ninyo, sila ba ay nagbigay sa inyo ng tips at ano yung mga natandaan ninyo during the shoot na binigyan ako ni Piolo ng ganitong tip, hindi ko ito makakalimutan, or si Maylene, si Aiko, si Joel Torre, si Ilan Shaina.
I remember one of the fond memories kay Sir John Arcelia. We were just more of the pre-work and research. We were having actually a script reading, and may question ako about my character and one of his motivations, and sinabi niya sa akin na just map it out and learn for you. Kahit iba po yung binibigay ng writer, you as an actor, you have to have your own decision. Like what in your mind does your character think about what he's doing? And I think that's one of the, in terms of technicality, I think that's one of the biggest na ginawa ko for the next round. I took the note and I used it, and it was super helpful. So I'm very thankful for that.
Okay. Ako po siguro, natutunan ko po talaga dito. Ako po kasi nakaka-eksena ko lang po si Tito Joel, si Ate Shaina. Yung pamilya pa nila, hindi ko pa masyado nakaka-eksena. Pero mga I feel like it goes without telling. They don't have to say anything talaga. Pero pinaka natutunan po namin sa kanila yung humility, the love for the craft, yung passion, nakikita niyo po talaga sa kanila. For example, Sir John, nag-script reading pa lang po kami, tinatanong niya din yung mga kapwa niyang artist, ano nga sa isip mo dito, anong connection yung dalawa. Talagang napapaisip din po kami. And it goes without telling, hindi din po nila kailangan sabihin sa amin yung mga tips nila. Pero sobrang bukas po sila sa amin. They're very honest with how they feel towards our characters, towards how we attack our characters. And I feel like kitang-kita po talaga namin kung bakit sila tumagal sa industriya.
So, isa sa magandang halimbawa dyan, si Papa P na hanggang ngayon ay nandyan pa rin. Parang hindi nararamdaman ng edad. Pero Papa P, pagka ganyan na anak ko si Gray, tsaka si Kyle, nararamdaman mo na ba yung edad?
Nabudol nga ako, di ba? Nung nakasama ko sila sa Exen, sabi ko, teka, parang mga tropa ko to, ba't bigla ako naging anak? Siguro sa Exen naramdam ko, pero pag off-cam, wala na. Pagkakaibigan after. Come on, let's go, bro.
Okay.
Ano lagi yung tip mo sa kanilang dalawa? Siyempre, kung meron mang role model dyan, ikaw, no? So para tumagal sila sa industriya at makamit nila yung goal nila na sumikat.
Si Gray kasi ngayon ko lang nakasama, but we had the same handler before si Tito Lulu. So, there were things that I was just telling him is to just really be comfortable, relax yourself, because what's important is honesty and sincerity from your expression, from your core. And I guess he really gave it. You know, makikita mo naman sa tao pag open or nakikinig, and he has it. So that's why it worked for us, chemistry-wise, dynamic-wise, because he was really open and very humble. And same thing with me, I'm not a know-it-all kind of actor na ito dapat mong gawin. No, I'll let you shine. I'll let you do your thing, and then we can work it out together if there's something that we can work on and improve together and make the scene work as a team. Hindi yung nag-iisa ka lang or gusto mo ma-outshine ng isa't isa. He's not like that. He's very collaborative, and he makes sure na, you know, ibibigay niya yung best niya. You know, however he can do it. With Kyle naman, kasama ko si Kyle sa pelikula last year. So, ang dami na naming pinagdaanan in terms of acting, na expression, naging method pa kami doon. So, nung dumating sa amin itong Pamilya Sagrado, hindi pa kami nag-flesh out masyado yung conflict namin. Pero, I kind of know already, you know, how to kind of affect him or parang press a button when it comes to having a scene with him, because I also know his dedication to his character, his commitment to his craft. So madaling turuan, alam mo hindi ka mahihirapan, because yung pinanood ko kanina, both of them were pretty exceptional. And I must say they really did a good job kasi minahal nila yung character at minahal nila yung trabaho binigay sa kanila.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mare, for staying, tsaka for watching kanina. Again, thank you, Ochi. I think we're down to our last.
Yes,
paano? I think we're down to our last. And that would come from Kate.
Wow! May katapusan pa na to!
I know! 3 hours na tayo!
Oo nga, pansin mo rin.
Go ahead, Miss Kate.
Yeah. The questions for the three of you, ano nila yung gusto yung ma-feel ng audience about your characters na posibleng na-feel na rin about them? About your character.
Ako na mauna, total yung dalawa naman yung last eh. I want the people to be able to say, yun ang nangyayari sa buhay ko. Ano bang choices meron ako? Sa dami ng characters na mapapanood sa istorya nito, hindi maaaring wala kayong isang makaka-identify sa sarili mo. So the choices will come from you. We are just gonna mirror what you are going through, but nasa iyo sa mga. Ikaw pa rin ang final say.
Go ahead, Gray.
For me,
Gray, 5 years ago, ibang-iba ka na ngayon, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud na natanggap mo tong proyektong ito, Gray. You know,
I'm very thankful, of course. With a character like Justin Sagrado, of course, not a lot of people will be able to relate with him. Kasi syempre, he's the top of the food chain in the country, basically, diba? And I think what I want for me as a actor, I just want the people to sympathize with him. Not even to empathize, just to understand bakit yung isang batang privilege na ganito, kapag napunta sa isang ganitong scenario, bakit niya magagawa itong mga bagay. And I think it comes down to his own survival instincts for me. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kyle.
Gusto ko pong matutunan po ng mga tao. Maging takeaway nila. Siguro, sa napakagulo nating mundo, sa mundo natin na medyo puno na ng kasamaan, a lot of sadness, a lot of anger. Gusto kong makita nila kay Moises na may hope pa rin sa dulo. Kahit inaapi ka ng buong mundo, pakiramdam mo, wala ka ng kakampi. Kakampi mo pa rin siya. Ang Panginoon, lagi kang, hindi ka nag-iisa. And that's something that Moises is going to teach everyone. The beauty of love, loving someone, the beauty of trusting, and to show the world na talagang may hope pa rin.
Kyle, actually, in the scenes that I saw, parang hindi ka umaarte. Napaka-sincere. Ikaw rin, sorry ha, yung ganun pain. Galing, galing.
Thank you. Siguro na pamahal